Hello everyone, it is Eunagina here and welcome to my latest mega build. So as you can see today I'm going to be building Hogsmeade, and that was just an idea I got because I love Harry Potter and Hogwarts has already been done by Hatsy really well. But first of all, let's just get started on the video. Hogwarts has already been done by Hatsy. It's not like, of course, she owns Hogwarts, so I could have done it, but I just felt like doing something else from the Harry Potter universe. So I went for Hogsmeade because that is another place that I find really magical and really great. So I'm basically going to be building this little village and all the shops that you know from the movies and from the books. So that is that. So first of all, I just want to say I'm also kind of sick still. For those of you who've been watching my videos lately, you'll know that I'm a little sick, and I'm still sick, so if my voice is a little off and if I get a little hoarse or if I cough or something like that, I'm really sorry. I'm just trying to get this done, even though I'm sick, because I just really wanted to get it out for you guys. So yeah. So the first thing I'm building right here is the Shrieking Shack, and as you guys probably know, it's sort of very crooked, and a lot of the buildings are very crooked in Harry Potter. It's sort of the style of architecture that they've gone for. So you'll see like lots of very crooked houses. Of course, I can't really make technically something that is crooked in Harry Potter. So I am doing a few other things to sort of make it appear crooked. Mostly I'm using windows to make it appear crooked, but also the roofs. So yeah, and I think this little, Shrieking Shack is really nice. This is what you can see I was doing with the windows. I was just placing them at different heights. So don't yell at me thinking like, oh my god, you didn't put them at the same height. That's on purpose. Because it sort of makes the house look a little bit crooked, even though it's not, technically. So that's it. Oh, and another thing I should probably mention to you guys is that you have probably noticed that the landscape is very snowy. And that is because I have a mod installed for this particular building purpose. It's called New Snow. It's a very, very nice mod. It technically just makes your landscape snowy, and some of the objects in the game also get covered in snow. But I just want to note for you guys that if you download this off the gallery and you do not want this New Snow mod, it's fine. I mean, you can just place it and there won't be snow, that's all. All the objects will be in the same place. Everything will be where it's supposed to be. The only thing that'll be different is that you won't have snow. But if you want to have the snow, which I think is really, really pretty, and it just fits Hogsmeade very much because you always see Harry, Ron, and Hermione go to Hogsmeade when it's snowing. I think it's around Christmas time-ish that they go there. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But either way, it's always snowing when you see Hogsmeade. So I just sort of wanted to also have that element for it to look just right. And here, as you can see on the inside, I'm just putting a lot of scratches in, and that's because I know that James and Sirius went here with Lupin because he was transforming into a werewolf, so they went here with him into the Shrieking Shack, and they just I guess he was sort of a little aggressive because he was a werewolf, so he has probably made a lot of scratches on the walls and on the doors and on all the things. So that was why I put a lot of scratches. That was my point. So this is supposed to be Hogsmeade Station I'm about to make here, and this little black patch here is supposed to be the tracks, which I thought worked out pretty well. It sort of looks like this with whatever pebbles is there. At least it looks like the kind of train tracks that we have here in Denmark. I don't know if it looks the exact same everywhere. I guess it does. I feel like it has looked exactly the same in other countries. And I can already feel my voice going a little off because I'm sick and it's just sort of not ready to take the strain yet. But I am making it, so I don't care. Whatever voice, you're going to have to deal. And unfortunately, you have to deal as well, so I'm sorry about that. So, I looked at pictures of Hogsmeade Station, and there was this bridge going across the tracks. I think the station that I looked at is like, it's a real station, and I don't remember where, but it's a real station, and it had I just sort of built it after what that one looked like. But that is the one that had been used, as far as I can understand, the one that had been used for Hogsmeade, for filming Hogsmeade Station. So yeah, and it has all of this red everywhere, red windows and red door, and some red trims and stuff like that. So I'm trying to use as much red as possible. So yeah, I'm just building these two first, and as you could also see at the start of the video, and right now for that matter, I've already like used some terrain paint for, or to draw, or not to draw, but to what do you say, outline the town of Hogsmeade to see where the road is going to be. And then later on, of course, I'm going to be building houses around them, and I might adjust the road a little bit. And don't worry if you see the road and it's kind of off and the terrain paint is not even and all that, don't worry about it. It'll all be corrected along the way. I just wanted to sort of have a general layout of the town done. So what we're going to be doing today, let me just tell you about that. What we're going to be doing today is building the town, basically. We're going to finish building all the houses and whatever, all the things that need to be done. And then I'm going to start making Sunker's joke shop. I'm not going to finish it because then it would be a really long video, and that's not necessary. We will finish Sunker's next time, and also a few other shops. I'm not exactly sure how many parts yet this will be because I haven't looked at all the material yet and edited it all. So yeah, but either way, we'll finish that one next time. So I have tried to include as many as the known shops as possible, and I think I have all of the most popular shops of Hogsmeade. I've got Honeydukes, I've got Songers. Those are like the two main ones in my opinion, most iconic ones, and also of course the Three Broomsticks. The inn called the Three Broomsticks. God, that was hard to say for some reason. Yeah, but that one I've also got. And I've also got the Hogshead Inn, the one that Harry and Ron and Hermione meets with a bunch of other people to make Dumbledore's army. The first meeting that they have is in Hogshead, so I've also got that one. And then I've got this, what is it called again? What is that one? Madam Puddifoot, I think. Madam Puddifoot's tea shop, I think it's called. So that shop is like the tea shop that Cho Chang brings Harry to in, I think, the 5th book, I guess, because it's after Cedric is dead, and they're sort of together, and she wants him to come to this tea shop, which is really, really, really tacky and pink. So I've also made that one, so that's great. So I have made it as tacky and pink as I possibly could. And what else have I done? I've done like a repair shop, and I've done, oh yeah, like a wizarding clothes shop as well. Which, you know, when I first made that one, I was thinking, like, there's no way it's going to look like a wizarding clothes shop because we don't have any wizard's clothes to sort of show up off in the shop. It's just going to look like a regular clothes shop. But actually, surprisingly, it ends up looking a lot like a wizard's robes shop, because I actually managed to do a little trick that made it look like that. So I'm very happy with that. And then there's also a muggle shop, which I thought was really fun. I've actually, to make Hogsmeade, I wanted to find a layout, and I did not find one from the film, maybe because there isn't a complete one, or from the book or whatever. But I found one for, there's like, it seems like somewhere probably in Britain, I haven't even looked up where it actually is, but probably somewhere in Britain, there's like a little wizarding town that has been made to imitate Hogsmeade, a real place. So, and it has all of these different shops as well. It has Sonkos and all of these. So that one I found the layout from. And I just sort of tried a little bit to imitate that, and also to imitate all the shops that they have there, even though I'm not sure all of the shops that they have there are also shops that exist in Hogsmeade. But either way, they were good ideas. If not, so it's fine. So anyways, I had this muggle shop as well, and then I also have a writing materials shop and a book shop and a potion shop, which is I love that one a lot. That's going to be like in a roundhouse. I don't think I've built it yet. No, I haven't. Yeah, so I'm also going to make that. So that's nice. What else have I done? What else have I done? I don't actually remember if I done any more. I must have. A bakery. I've done a bakery as well, because there was one in that layout that I looked at. So yes, that one is the bookshop that we're just doing right now, and I'm trying to sort of as you can see, I'm sort of making the roofs a little bit weird. I'm not making them fit the surfaces entirely. They're just sort of a little bit off all the time and a little bit crooked and all of that. And I'm doing that on purpose, of course, because I need it to look crooked, even though it's not, as I also said earlier. This one is the potion shop that I was just doing here. There's sort of two octagonal shapes on top of each other, and then across from that is the Hogshead, and then behind it is a repair shop. So that's that. And next to the potion shop, that's where the bakery is going to go, and what I'm building now is Madame Puttyfoot's, and then there are going to be some toilets right here. Those are going to be toilets because I thought, well, I guess people have to go to the toilet once in a while, so there should be a toilet, shouldn't there? So I made that. And as you can see right now while I'm building, I'm actually building this as a residential lot just because I wanted to be able to just comfortably have my sim there and not really worry about anything. But I am going to change it before uploading. It's going to be a retail lot. I'm pretty sure I have everything that is necessary for it to be a retail lot on the lot, so it should be fine. But yeah, I just wanted it to be a retail lot because I thought there are so many awesome shops here. It would be super awesome to just go here and go shopping or something, or even like run a shop here. I think running a shop here would be super fun. Just to, take over one of these shops and then just sort of be the shop owner and enjoy yourself. I would like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. So, yes. Yes. And I really like this little tower, potions tower, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it actually should be called a tower. It's not really a tower because it's not very tall. But I guess it has the shape for it, so I guess it sort of is. I don't know. Whatever, but I like it. That's my point. That's my point. And yes, I'm just putting so many roofs everywhere. I'm so sorry. I really need to cough. I'm going to try not to be too loud. I'm so sorry. Okay, anyways. Moving on. So this is the bakery, as I was telling you, and what you can see behind this building is going to be the 3 broomsticks in. I'm going to have 2 floors there. As you can see, there's going to be some rooms that you could technically rent upstairs, and that is that. And then, of course, there's the inn on the lower floor. So yeah, and I really wish for this particular build that we had, I really thought that we did. I thought we had these sort of antlers that were mounted on the wall and all of that. I wanted to have that for this build. I thought we did have it, but I think it might have been from The Sims 3 that I remember them. But yeah, I wish we had those. The reason I wish we had those is because in the 3 broomsticks, there are a ton of these mounted antlers on the wall above a fireplace, or next to a fireplace, or close to a fireplace, or something. So yeah, I wanted to imitate that, but there wasn't any. So I ended up using like a weird fish in its place, which is weird. I know there's a fish, but that's just going to have to be that. And the same I've done like with the hog's head, because that one has like a hog, a mounted hog head, as their sort of, I don't know, their trademark or whatever, their thing, branding. I don't know what to call it, but they have that, and I did not have a hog's head to put there, so I put a fish's head. So, you know, lots of fish on the wall. Why not? Why not? So that's all good. I'm actually not a fan of, trophies, mounting trophies of animals on walls. So in one way, I guess it's okay. I just don't like the idea of having a dead animal as a trophy. I feel like it can get a little bizarre, in my opinion. I'm sorry if you like that kind of thing and I offended you or something, but I don't know. I think it's a little bit bizarre because it's a creature, it's a live creature. Why would you want to hang it on your wall and celebrate its death? I feel like that's strange. But, whatever. I guess that's, yeah, whatever. Let's not talk about that anymore. Let's not talk about that. I think this is the MacLeod shop that we're going to be doing. Or is it the writing material? No, I think the writing materials is the one in front of it. The one, in front of it from there, whatever. The one with the other tower. So this is the MacLeod shop. So, yeah, oh god, it took a lot of time to build, and it also took a lot of time to decorate, because the shops, like, I had to make so many shelves. I wanted it to look so much like shops and the kind of shops that you have in Harry Potter. So I just have so many shelves, and I'm using so many items, and I just had to use the move objects cheat and just use 9 key to move everything up on shelves, and that was pretty much all my work was, all the time, just using 9 to move everything up on shelves. It was a lot of repetitive work, but I love the end result though. I really, really, really like it. I think it turned out so great. I particularly liked Songer's, and I also really, really liked the potion shop. And Honeydukes also turned out really nice. Well, I think most of them, or maybe even all of them, turned out really nice. So I'm very happy with that. I am very, very happy with that. And I've used a lot of hidden objects, by the way, in this build, because a lot of the hidden objects were sort of very useful for this. For those of you who do not know what I'm talking about, hidden objects you find by typing in the cheat bb.showhiddenobjects, and you will get a bunch of sort of debug items from the game that you can use. They're mostly sort of items that will show up when Sims do an interaction, or lots of other things like fireworks as well as there. But yeah, that's what Show Hidden Objects does. And I've used so many objects from that. I've used a lot of objects from Hidden Objects, because there are a lot of them that just sort of fit the whole theme that I'm going for, and actually there are so few things that actually fit, like into Sonkers. Into Sonkers, for instance. Sonker sells a lot of fireworks, a lot, and that's not something that we really have in our normal menu, so I had to use ByDebug for that. So we have plenty of that there, and I also have like some glitter bottles and all sorts of things that you don't really get otherwise unless you use that cheat. And in the Honeydukes, I've got like some baking decorations, it's called, that I just went crazy with, because if you size them up, it looks like a sort of sack of candy, which is pretty awesome. So I used that a lot, and it just worked really well for Honeydukes. So yeah, it was an important cheat for this particular lot, and of course move objects on is also an important cheat for this lot, because otherwise I would not have been able to do any of what I did. And I'm also just going around changing the facades to different colors, depending on what shop it is. So those of you who do not live in Britain, or maybe that have not been in Britain, and those of you who have not noticed it from watching films from Britain and all of that, will perhaps not know that, the shop facades in Britain are usually like a nice, what's it called, like a paneling kind of thing, a colored paneling. So you'll have like a green facade, or a brown facade, or a yellow facade, or red facade, or whatever, made out of some sort of paneling. So that is what I am doing here. You'll also see that in Hogsmeade, I think, when you actually see the place in the films. You'll have all of these colorful facades. So yes, I'm doing that. And this is of course that Madame Partyfoot's, that's why it is pink. It is horribly pink. And sorry for those of you who might like pink. I don't mean to offend. I'm just not a fan of pink, especially not this baby pink. Or, well, the thing is, I don't mind pink all that much. It depends what pink and what it's paired with. I really like pink compared with like a grey. It can be really nice. A particular shade of pink paired with grey looks really, really nice. But yeah, it can also be really, really tacky. And it is really, really tacky in this particular place where I was just putting it. So this is a bakery that I'm making here, and that one turned out really nice too. I thought I really liked it. Yes, so that's what that is, and I'm just moving that one because I realized it wasn't placed in the correct place. And this sort of thing I do with the foundation, sort of making out like a sidewalk kind of thing, or a pavement, or whatever you want to call it. I did that because, I mean, I know that the middle street, it makes it look like the middle part is like a street, but of course there are not going to be cars because that does not make sense in Hogsmeade. But I just thought it gave like a nice effect, and it makes it look more like a street when you use the foundation like that. So yeah, that's why I did that. And more crooked windows, because that makes it look all crooked, and that's good. And that's the Hogshead Inn, by the way, that I'm making here. And I'm trying to make it as smutty as possible. It is supposed to be a very shady inn, so I try to make it look very shady also on the inside. And one thing that is really important about Hogsmeade is that when you see pictures of it, you will see a ton of really tall chimneys. You'll see a ton of them. And I tried to make that. Of course, a lot of the chimneys are like really crooked and leaning towards one side or something like that. I can't do that. I tried a few things to make it look like it did that, but it didn't look good. But I did make them really tall, and I really feel like those chimneys give the finishing touches to make this build look like Hogsmeade. I think it just looks really, really great. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm just putting so many chimneys in everywhere. That's just a thing in Harry Potter, apparently. And I'm also going to make sure that I put fireplaces in at least almost every shop, so that it makes a little bit of sense that there are chimneys everywhere. So yeah, I think it just looks really good. It made the town look more like Hogsmeade the moment I put in chimneys. So I am very happy with that. Very happy indeed, and I just continue placing more more and more chimneys. I was just looking at it, and then I was like, need more chimneys, give me more chimneys. And I also made sure that Hogsmeade looks really nice at night. I really wanted it to be lit up nicely, and I loved using these trees. You can see I've used them by the station. I loved using those trees. They were sort of very pretty. They lighted up the place with the light chains in them. And then, of course, I'm putting so many lanterns everywhere because I felt like that was a very Harry Potter thing to do, to have lanterns lighting up the place. I just thought that was really nice. So, yes. And now we are off to Sunco's. That is awesome. I love the shops. The shops are just really awesome, really. So, yes. Really awesome, really, yes. And I'm trying to do my best to sort of make these display windows also look really nice, so that when you look at the shop from the outside, you will actually see a nice display of stuff from inside the house, or not inside the house, from inside the shop. Yes. So what I'm trying right here is to sort of, I feel like those shelves end very abruptly to the left, so I want something to shield it there, but these things look too modern and not very Harry Pottery, so I just end up plopping down a wall in there, so that's all good. So this is all the fireworks, and as you can see outside here, I have placed a ton of objects outside here. That's because I went through the By Debug catalog, and trust me, it's long. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't used that, I'll tell you right now, it's really long. There's a lot of items in there, and I just did not want to do that on camera where I had to go through that a ton of times. So I just went through it and I picked out all the things that I thought would fit into Sonkers, and I placed it outside the shop so that I could just sort of take them as I needed it or search for them, because I could see what the name of the item was if I just picked it up. So it was really easy for me to find it again, and I wouldn't have to just sort of waste time for you guys with just watching me go through that catalog a million times. That would have been pretty boring, I think. Just pretty boring. Yes. So lots of fireworks again. I'm going to make so many shelves that are just filled with fireworks everywhere. So that is pretty much what I'm doing. And I'm also, of course, going to place some other items. It's not just going to be fireworks and pumpkins. But I am trying to put as many things as possible that sort of look like it is something that would fit into Sonkers. I don't know why I want to call it Sonkies and not Sonkers. But either way, I do try to find some things that would sort of fit the theme of Sonkers, something that would look like it was a sort of jerk item. So that is that, and I think it just turned out so nicely. And these are like, what are they, bubble blurs or something? I am not sure. But that's all good. Maybe they make weird shaped bubbles or something that would yeah, I'm sure that's what they do. They make colored weird shaped bubbles. That's what they're doing. If this is actually a bubble thing, I think it is. I hope it is. Otherwise I'm just saying some random stuff that does not make sense. So that's not good. Yes. So I am moving all of them because I felt like, ooh, I can make like a rainbow color. I wanted it to be gradual. Yes, and then there's green, and that is not rainbow at all. I mean, it is, but it just doesn't really fit the sort of going from blue to purple to pink to red and then green. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this video. The next part will be out soon, so why don't you stick around a little bit? So I hope you enjoyed this video and that you are excited for the next part. I definitely am. I love all the shops that are in Hogsmeade, and I just can't wait to share it with you guys. I hope you'll like it as well. But if you enjoyed my content and you are not a subscriber of mine, please consider to subscribe. I greatly appreciate any and all support that I get. I'm a very new channel right now, so every little bit helps me, whether it's a new subscriber or if it's a like or if it's a comment or sharing a video with a friend. Everything helps. So to all of you who are already subscribed and who watch my videos regularly, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys a lot. I really do. I mean it. So I also just wanted to say that if any of you have any cool ideas for something that you want me to build, feel free to post it in the comments and I will be sure to have a look at it, and who knows, maybe I will build it in the future and you'll see me building your suggestion. So go ahead and suggest something in the comments if there is something you would like to see. But anyways, guys, let's end this video right here. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching. Have a great day and see you soon.